Look, QuickTime is an amazing tool that we get for free with a Mac. Well, I mean, free after we spend all that money on a Mac. I want to share 6 things that you can do right now with QuickTime to make amazing video content. Okay, all you need to do is launch QuickTime and you'll get that. Just close that right there. Go all the way up to File and you'll see New Movie Recording. Click that and that opens your record window. Now, for this demonstration, I'm going to make this just a little bigger so you can see that. What you're seeing is me, my camera, through QuickTime. So if you don't see your camera, which you should, you see this little drop down arrow pointing down. It should see your camera automatically. So like I'm using my Canon M50 Mark II through an Elgato Cam Link, so that's why it says that. There's no other camera I have connected. It has my mic already indicated, which you can see at kind of the levels right here. Right there. Hello, hello, hello. My mic is the Rode Pod mic going through an Elgato Wave XLR, which by the way, I did a video on this combo. If you want to see it, I'll put a link to that below. And then your quality, high or maximum. I leave mine at high. It's a video format that is fantastic for YouTube and almost anything else. When you're ready to record, you hit the record button. And just like that, we're recording, and there'll be a little dot in the upper top right of the bar on your screen to show that you're recording. And when you're done, it immediately launches the video that you just recorded. And then all you do is close that. And here's the cool thing. It's always going to say, do you want to title it? You can. My recording. Oops. Yep. And then you save it and it's done. Recording audio only, same process, launch QuickTime, and you go up here and do new audio recording. Now, this window is very, very tiny, and you can't, as far as I can understand, you can't resize it. It's just kind of, that's the size of it. You want to always make sure, even though I can see my audio, I always make sure that it has the mic I'm using. Click that, and of course we're doing audio, so you're not going to see any video of yourself. When you're ready, you hit record. And so right now I'm actually recording this part inside of QuickTime as an audio recording. When I'm done, I do that. And there it is right there. And when I close that, again, it gives me the option. I'll just say audio clip and I can save it and we're done. So you launch QuickTime, close that, and go up to screen recording again. And I want you to see these controls. So you have a couple of options. You can record your entire screen, or you can record a portion of your screen. I usually do this, but let me show you the options. You have more options as well, more things you can do. Where do you want to save it to? I usually save it to desktop. Doesn't matter. Timer. I'll do 5 seconds just to show you. And so when we hit record, then you'll see the countdown. There's your microphone. If you're using a microphone, you can use the Elgato Wave. And then if show the mouse clicks, I would choose that. By the way, I'm actually using Ecamm Live to do my screen recording for this demo. In fact, it's usually my go-to for most of my screen recording. The reason I point that out is you don't have a way inside of QuickTime to record the internal audio from your computer. That is the only downside to using QuickTime to screen record. So if you do want the audio playing off of your computer to be captured while you're screen recording, you might want to consider something like Ecamm Live. There's a link to that down in the description. So we're going to use my YouTube channel to show you how to do the screen recording. And, by the way, if you like what you see, you want to subscribe, I'm perfectly okay with that. Now, again, I do the selected portion. And what you'll notice is, as soon as I select it, you'll see kind of in here. And I'm going to hit record. There's your timer. It's kind of small, but you see it. And as soon as it gets to 0, it is recording. So right now, this is all on my recording, right? And it doesn't matter where I go, it's going to show it. And so if I'm done at this point, all I do is I go to the top and I hit close or hit end recording. And there's the recording it just did. And I tell you what, let me go in and close the browser. And that way you can see exactly what recorded. And you see your little controls here. So right now, this is all on my recording. So that's exactly what we just recorded using the screen share in QuickTime. So this is one of those kind of hidden features of QuickTime. So you open QuickTime, go to Open Image Sequence. Now, I know it says Open Image Sequence. We're actually creating one, but just go with me here. And you're going to click on the images that you want to use. I'll just do these. Choose Media. And then right here, you've got these options: actual size, Those are your options. We're going to leave it that 24 frames per second. Remember, we're turning this into a video, but even though you can change the frames, I usually do 24 frames. And I'm going to leave it at H.264 and watch what happens. Bang. Now, hopefully you can see this. I need to move it a little bit more into the screen. But what it did is it just created a video from those images. Now, this will kind of throw you, but if I play it, you see it's kind of slow. But if I kind of, what I call scrubbing through, you can see them now. Some of them obviously didn't stay at the right image, so I don't know what happened with that one right there. But what you can do now is you could take these into like Final Cut Pro or whatever you use to edit. You could slow it down if you wanted to. You can add some music, but it's kind of a cool trick. So to edit a video in QuickTime, just open the video, and if you'll notice, it's already launched QuickTime right here. And then you have these options under Edit. You can rotate it, you can flip it. So like, for example, it's just flipped. Now my shirt looks odd. You can flip it back. You can add a clip to the end. You can remove the audio, which literally will just take the audio away or video. A lot of the times though, trim is all you need to do. So if you've used iMovie, this will look very similar. But like if I just hit play now, so this is a video in my old office. Okay, so right there is really where I want to start. So watch this. If I just drag this here to like right in there, and then I can do the same thing here. Now here we're just trimming, right? And so when I hit trim, it just created a brand new clip. And there we go. And there's right at the end of it. So it's really simple then if you want to just trim a video in QuickTime. This is a great tip just in case you need a smaller size of a video. So if you notice, once I clicked on that video, it automatically launched QuickTime because I have QuickTime as my default player. So I'm going to go up here to QuickTime and I'm going to do export as. Now this is a video that I did for a mission trip with my church to Ecuador years ago. I already know it's in 1080p, but let's say I want a very small size like 1080p to email. I just click that and you can rename it if you want. I'll do small copy. I'm going to save it to the desktop and it's done. And there it is right there. So if I move this over and I move this right here, you'll see the difference in the sizes right here. This would be perfect for like sharing on an email or even a newsletter or something like that. But this is a really cool trick. What a cool free tool. Now, if you've got a QuickTime power tip I didn't cover, drop that in the comments too, along with any questions you've got. And remember to keep creating because the world needs you.